Welcome back to That's Just Lola. We've been talking, woo, girl, right? We've been talking about 24 hours to live. I mean, what can you do to change how you're living now so that you're living as free as you would be living? Because that's what we're talking about, freedom.
Pretty much.
When you don't got a lot of time, you cut off all the fat and you say, this is what I'm going to do right now.
All right.
Joe just asked, what would I do? He said, what would I do if I won $1 million in the lottery today? That's a whole nother conversation. We'll do that show one day too. Okay. So what you can do is you can stop putting off everything for tomorrow. Make a list of all the stuff you want to do. Like Mel said, forget about a bucket list. Call it a living list, right?
Yeah.
So make a list of all the things that you want to do, all the things you haven't done. And sometimes, you know what's really sad? It's not funny. I should know that. But you know what's really sad?
Probably funny.
Is that some people don't even know what they want to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't think about it. So they don't want to think about it because they figure they can't do it, so they don't think about it.
Or they think about it like, oh, no, I don't want to think about stuff like that. That means that, you mean I'm about to die? No, nobody said you were about to die. That's why we're talking about living and what would you do?
Well, and
what do you want to do?
And don't think about it. They don't want to think about it, like I said, because they don't want to think that's going to jinx them or something stupid like that. But even on top of that, they don't want to think about it because most people don't dream anymore because they feel like they're never going to get to live their dream.
Yeah, no, you're right.
They're
dream
fearful.
Deferred. They feel like
they're never going to get to live their dream, so they just don't even bother to do it. So how about this? Take some time. I know people say they don't have no time to do this, but what you do when you're sitting on the toilet, start thinking about what your dreams are. When nobody's bothering you, start thinking about what your dreams are. Go out and buy books that have content about things that you're interested in. So buy magazines, right, that have places that you want to travel or clothes that you want to wear.
Exactly.
Or,
Please do.
Cars that you want to drive, places that you want to visit. Do that. Hobbies that you were once interested in. Sometimes we can't, like I do an exercise with people. I have a course called Liberate Me, where I help people figure out what they're passionate about and then help them figure out how to get to doing that thing. Not even necessarily for profit, but just writing a book or doing whatever.
Right.
And in that, I make them go back to when they were little. So when you were a kid, what was that thing that you always dreamed about doing? When you were a teenager, when I get out of school and I get out of my parents' house,
right. Oh my God,
I'm gonna do this, right? You had a list of things, right? When I get out of my parents' house, I would do this. What did you want to be, right?
Yes.
Where did you want to live? Start writing down all that stuff. What did you want to be? Where did you want to live? And what did you want to do before you got married? Before you had kids? Because see, each time we enter another realm of adulthood, we cut back those things from our childhood. We start to eliminate them, right?
Start to eliminate, thinking that we can't do it. Oh, it's too late. I should have done this before I had a baby, or I should have done this before I got married. When the reality is that you still can do it. I mean, there's still time. There's still opportunity, so get it done. It doesn't change anything. I know plenty of people who have gone back to school, gotten degrees after they got married or had kids or whatever, because they didn't plan it the way that it happened, but then, they developed new plans, and they're so in a place now where they thought they would not be because of the other obstacles that they had to overcome to get to where they are. So, don't let that stop you. Don't let anything like that keep you from doing what it is you want to do. Live your life.
You can't. You have to live in it. But a lot of people, believe it or not, they don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
So that's why I said go back to childhood. Think about all the things, the teenage years, your 20s. So before you had kids, before you got married, before you got your degree.
Before you got out of
Because maybe you got that damn degree because somebody told you that job will pay you a lot of money. Yeah. And so you got it and you don't even like it, right?
Right.
So, figure that out because a lot of people out here doing jobs and in careers that they can't stand and they living for retirement.
Yeah.
And then you drop dead 2 years after retirement.
And you never did get to do what it is.
And you never get to do anything you want to do.
And what I believe is that those desires are the reasons why you're here. That those desires that you have from the very beginning of, childhood on up, the adolescent and all those things that you're dreaming about of what you want to do when you get out of school, or what business you want to start, or what movie you want to be in, or, or write, or what book or whatever. That all of those things are actually part of your gifting, your calling. So definitely don't give up on those things. Pursue those things because those things are going to be the things that we talked about this a long time ago. That's going to make you happy. That's going to fulfill you. And so that when you do have that 24, 48, 3 months, 6 months left to live, you're not regretting, oh, I didn't do what I wanted to do. I didn't do what I thought I was going to do. I didn't do what I planned to do back when I was 18, 21, whatever, you know.
And
because you
I agree with you. I agree with you. And when you do that, make a plan. Start to plan how you're going to execute those things. If you don't know exactly how to get to those things, my favorite phrase on the planet, and pretty soon we're going to be selling these t-shirts, go Google that shit.
Google it.
Go Google it. Go figure it out. You can find out just about anything you want if you do that. Okay, so go find out what it is, how to get to what it is that you want to do. So if you want to skydive, go Google skydiving lessons. If you want to go, look, one of the best ways on the planet to travel is to get a part-time job as working at the airline.
Working at the ship. She said that.
You can travel all over the world if you want to. So there are ways, everything you want to do doesn't necessarily have to be done in a straight and narrow kind of way. There's ways to make that happen. So, but if you don't start to investigate it, you'll never know, right?
Yeah,
so you want to dream again like when you were a kid. You want to remember what you want to do before each milestone in your life, right? I'm going back over it because I want you to make sure that y'all do this because I'm going to do it too, okay? So you want to do that. Then you want to investigate or research those things that you say that you want to do so you can find different ways to access them, right? Then you want to make a plan. Yeah. Write down a timeline for when you're going to get this stuff done and commit to getting it done. And bigger than anything else, don't worry about the how.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not your job.
Don't worry about the how.
That's not your job.
Nope.
Your job is to come up with it, right? You know, they say if you can believe it, you can achieve it. So your biggest thing is to come up with it and then to write down what you want to do, commit to making that happen, and keep saying to yourself every single day, and Jermaine said this to me the other day, I came here to win.
Yeah, it's true.
I came here to win.
We all did.
I came here to win. And don't take no at all for an answer on that. God did not breathe breath into your body for you to be halfway mediocre living this life. So you came here to win. He's not expecting you to lose. He's expecting you to win because he gave you, like I said in the beginning, every single thing you need in order for you to win.
Yep.
What you don't have, he's giving you the ability to locate someone and create someone who will show you that. But don't even worry about that.
Nope.
Just write it down. Yep. Tell everybody. Lord have mercy. When I teach my real estate investment students, I tell them, don't be a secret agent about being an investor.
Yeah, that's like the first thing she told us.
Don't be a secret agent. Well, don't be a secret agent about your dreams.
Yeah.
Live them out loud.
Yeah.
Right?
Let everybody know what you're doing. You're speaking it to God. You're speaking it to the universe. And so it's bound to happen because you're putting it out there.
And you'll start
the words that you have spoken are bound to be proven.
And when you do that, you're convincing yourself too. Okay? So sometimes we're not sure about what we want to do, but we keep saying it so we can.
Yeah.
You almost have to trick your subconscious because your subconscious has been taught to believe so many things that you can't have, you can't do, you can't be. So you're tricking yourself too. You're convincing yourself that this is what I can do, this is what I can be. And so just go towards it. Don't take no for an answer. Make it happen.
Yeah.
I'm always sad when I lose family and friends and even people that I see in the media, right? People that I don't know that I loved up on, like Prince or Whitney Houston or Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But I know that death comes so that I realize how important life is. And when somebody who's in my circle passes, I know and I get real clear about what I want to do. Real clear.
Yeah.
And I shave away the excuses. And so there will be things happening over this next week or so that I probably had put off for the next month or so. But they about to go down now.
There you go.
Because I don't have no time to waste. This was good. I'm glad that I switched up.
Yeah.
I'm glad I switched up. I appreciate your input and all the things that you shared with us. I know that Melanie and I both are on here to make a difference. We like to make y'all laugh, but we're both on here to impart things to you, make you hopefully think about things a little bit better, a little bit different sometimes.
Yes.
Help you find direction about things a little bit better sometimes. And we just like to have fun while we're doing it.
Yep, that's it.
And the next, I don't know if it's going to be the next show, but we're going to be taping live at Oak Creek Golf Course at the Grove Restaurant here pretty soon. You'll see some promos on vaxjustlola.com. because that's going to take you to the That's Just Lola YouTube page, and you'll be able to see some information about when that's going to be. You'll see what the golf course looks like. You see us being silly out there in preparation for that. And we'll let you know. We'll keep you posted. But we're so glad that you watched That's Just Lola.
Yeah, I'm happy. Thank you.
Are you happy? I am. She said thank you.
Thank you.
I said thank you too. Thank you. I'm hungry and I'm sleepy.
And the baby came. So subscribe down to her left, my right, above her left, above my right, wherever it is. Just subscribe.
The red button.
Click the subscribe
The red button.
Click the subscribe button.
The red button.
Click the subscribe button.
And subscribe.
One more time.